This is a lesson on how to write your thesis statement for your research paper. The thesis statement is the most important part of your whole paper. Your thesis statement makes or breaks it because it gives your paper structure. In other words, it tells your reader and you what you are going to write about in your paper. Now that you understand why your thesis is so important, let's start creating one for your research project. First, write down your topic. So for the example, we are going to say that I have chosen the topic of animal testing. The topic is not a good thesis statement by itself. The reader has no idea what you are going to say about your topic. We have gathered some research about our topics in class. We can use our research to narrow our topic. After researching, you should come to some conclusions about your topic. Let's go back to our example topic of animal testing. So, after researching in class about animal testing, I have come to the conclusion that animal testing is not effective and painful to animals. So I'm going to write down animal testing is ineffective and painful. Okay, now, since you have made some conclusions about your topic, you should be able to take a position on your topic. Now, you could say that I've taken a position saying animal testing is ineffective and cruel. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't think animal testing should take place. There might be some people who think, yeah, it's cruel, but it's worth it. Or it could be sometimes ineffective, but sometimes it may be effective, so it's okay. So we need to directly state your position on the topic. So let's directly state our position on animal testing. For the purpose of this example, I am going to state that animal testing should be made illegal. I do not think animal testing should take place. Animal testing should be illegal. I have stated my position on it. Now that you've stated your position, we can add more specific language to your thesis. We should come up with 3 points that support our position on the topic. So, our topic for the purpose of example is animal testing. Now I need to come up with 3 reasons, and like we did in our 5-paragraph essays, the bing, the bang, and the bongo, we need 3 reasons why we've taken our position. So, animal testing should be illegal because it causes pain to animals, results in death, and yields unreliable results. That's a pretty good start to our thesis. So animal testing should be illegal because it causes pain to animals, it results in death, and it yields unreliable results. meaning that the results of the tests that they're running on animals can't be applied to humans. So now we need to do one last check. We need to ask ourselves these two questions about the thesis. What should be done about my topic? Meaning, what is the problem to solve? And who should solve the problem? Well, what should be done about my topic is animal testing should be made illegal. We've sort of addressed that already. Who should make it illegal? Who should make it illegal? Who should solve the problem? We can add that in by saying the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, which mandates currently that products should be tested on animals before they're made to humans, needs to take a stand against animal testing. Your thesis should be done at this point. We now have a working thesis. This means just that. We have something to work with and give structure to our research paper. This is the end of the slideshow on thesis statements. If you need, you can review back in the video clip and repeat parts that need clarification. If you have any questions about writing your thesis, you can show me what you have done so far and we will go over it together.